What's up, you guys? It's your favorite cutie, Mel, back again on my Soul Pot channel to give you guys yet another video. And today we're going to be talking about small businesses, what to expect when purchasing from a small business, a few common misconceptions that I've seen online with my business. I want to talk about that today. But before I get into that, go ahead and give me a thumbs up for this video. Thumbs up for the consistency. Really trying to get to you guys at least 3 to 4 times a week. I actually filmed a video earlier today, but I felt like this is more my vibe and I want to just go here with it instead. Yeah, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not a reoccurring cutie. Go ahead and become a reoccurring cutie and, check me out every single time I upload by making sure that you press the bell to get my notifications every single time I post. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get into it. So one of the first things that I want to tell you guys is supporting a small business and a big business are going to be different in a few ways. So in most cases, especially when it comes to clothing, if you're going to shop small, meaning that it's probably like a one employee, a one-stop shop, one person running everything, they're taking the photos, they have their site, they're fulfilling the orders. In cases like that, if it's going to be clothes, and most times it's going to be more expensive than if you buy from, say, Shein or Pretty Little Thing, because those are big businesses, meaning that even though that so we're going to get into this next, but yeah, so when it's a big business, they can usually accept cheaper payments for their clothing because they have a lot of bulk, and they also have a lot of money behind them. They have warehouses to store large amounts of things. They have marketing to make sure that they are able to sell as much as of their inventory as they can. So that's very different. Second thing I want to get into is just because someone has a wholesale business does not mean that it is not small. So someone on my post had commented something. I didn't even respond because to me, I just feel like, I'm not going to say I feel like it's dumb, but kind of I feel like the person didn't even think about it. But basically, one of the items that I was selling is wholesale. And someone pointed out that I was buying things wholesale to sell, which a lot of boutiques do. I have a boutique shop, so a lot of the things that I have on my site are wholesale, meaning I just curate what is on the site. I find things that I like and think that my customers will like. I bring them into my shop, I buy them, and then I resell them on my site. That's what wholesale means. That does not mean that just because I buy wholesale that I'm not a small business. Someone was like, oh, I thought this was a small business. It is. It is a small business. Anyway, now that we got that out the way, yeah, and then there are also people who have small businesses and who have shops that, they're a designer and they design their pieces, cut and sew from top to bottom, and they sell them. And usually those prices will be even higher because you also have to factor in their time making each product, and the fact that they're only going to be able to make a limited amount until they're able to grow their business and hire other people to help them fulfill the designs and things like that. So it's just things that you should keep in mind. I feel like a lot of people are just so accustomed, like I said in the Dion video, a lot of people are accustomed to just being able to get everything super cheap. And here are some things that I want to talk to all of my shop owners, my boutique owners. You guys, do not feel bad about pricing your prices whatever you feel like you need to make your bottom line. You have a business to make money. You have a business so that you can make money and you can support yourself and hopefully turn this into a full-time thing, so that you can support yourself off of doing something that you love. Do not feel bad when you have to price things a little higher. At the end of the day, you will find customers that love what you have. They'll love your collection and they will just support you as a person because they like your brand, they like you, and they want to see you do well. Don't be worried about people who are talking about your prices, saying that, oh, I can get this here, I can get this there. Let them do that, and you're inevitably going to run across those people, and it's going to happen a lot because especially if you're advertising on the internet, people love to price compare and stuff and say, oh, I can get this here and I can get this there. That's fine. You're still going to get your customers regardless, which is why half the time I don't even respond to people who say things like that, because it's just like, you're only thinking about yourself. At the end of the day, this is how I price my items. I price my items according to, first of all, how much did I pay for them, plus how much how much was the shipping. I include that when I'm also factoring in like the individual prices of how many units I was able to buy, what the shipping is included with that. I will divide it by, you know, whatever number, and I'll come up with like a base price of, you know, how much I spent for each item. Then from there, I will assess the item. Do I feel like, you know, it's worth a little bit more because maybe it's a 3-piece set, maybe it's a 2-piece set, and it comes with, you know, whatever, and it's really high quality item. Like, I might price that item a little bit more, because what I also factor into my pricing is what it's going to take to sell the items that I have. So if I buy 30 items and I'm going to have to move all of this merchandise by myself, and that means I'm going to have to put in man hours and really just go in with my marketing on my own. I factor in my time too, because I'm not a big business. I'm not a big business that everybody knows. I'm not a household name. People can't just be like, oh yeah, Fashion Nova. I'm not Fashion Nova. So when you're doing your pricing, also consider yourself and how much it's going to take you, how much energy is going to exert for you to be able to get those pieces sold. Period. Like, a lot of people like to complain, but they can never do what you do. A lot of people like to tell you what you should be doing, what your prices should be, but they probably couldn't sell one piece. So I consider all of those things when you're pricing yourself. Don't ever feel bad about what your prices are. You will find your audience. Just don't give up, and put as much energy as you can into marketing and just getting seen by as many people as you can, because when you do that, honestly, it's always a numbers game. Unless you just have a really ugly item that nobody likes, for the most part, it's going to sell. And some things sell slower than others. Like, there are some things that I'll put on my site and I could sell out of them in a day, sell out of them in 2 days, a week, you know. And then there are things that take me a month for me to, you know, get out of the shop, or sometimes even longer than that. There are things that I have in my shop that haven't sold from, I probably bought it like 3 months ago. Like, you know what I mean? So just be patient with yourself. At the end of the day, that's why you have to price your items accordingly too, because it's just like, if you're only profiting what, $2, $5 from a sale each time, it's good. You're gonna have to work so hard to be able to make a living wage. So think about that. And I used to, when I first started my shop, I was definitely underpricing a lot of my items. One, because I wanted to just get the foot in the door and get people's trust. So it's just like, I wasn't making things too cheap to where people were like, this is a scam, there's no way that this costs this. But I was making it cheap enough for people to be like, you know what, okay, I have $15 to spend. If it was a scam, you know, I'm going to be all right for $15. You know what I'm saying? So at first, I feel like it's okay if you want to start off a little bit cheaper, but I also feel like it's okay to start off expensive too. If I was to start off another shop, I would probably do some type of luxury shop, and I would start off high price point, because either way it goes, there is a customer out there for you. Don't think that there's not a customer out there, because there is. Not everybody is penny pinching. So regardless of what your financial situation is or the people around you, you need to always remember that everybody is not penny pinching. Some people have it and they don't care to price match. They don't care to go and look 5 hours to see if they can find this somewhere else. Some people will do that, but there are some people who don't have to do that, because as long as you are pricing things reasonably, which I feel like I do, you're going to be all right, and somebody's going to buy it. They don't care. They like the brand. They like what you're doing. They still want to support you. They see that you're out here hustling, doing your best. They want to support small businesses, so they're going to pay the price, you know? So yeah, I wanted to say that because literally, like, I already sold out of the item that I'm talking about, so I can definitely bring it up now. But there was an item that I was actively promoting, and there was this troll who kept on trying to come under all my posts, talking about some, oh, you could find this here at a cheaper price or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't even respond half the time to people like that. I just block them so that they can't see my posts, because it's just like, you're just being a hater. It's one thing for you to not want to support. Maybe you don't want to buy it for that price, but everybody doesn't care, and everybody isn't cheap and broke. So this person was basically harassing me, going under all my posts. I will block them. They will make new accounts, or they already had a whole bunch of accounts, probably because they're just a troll full time. And And this is the thing that I want to say to people who do that. How about instead of you doing stuff like that and trying to defer somebody else from getting paid, trying to defer somebody else from paying their bills, from making their dreams come true, how about you find something to do? How about you create a business and you use that energy that you're trying to like discourage someone else into making $1 yourself and, you know, doing your things your way. If you feel like things should be cheaper, maybe you should start a business and do only cheap things until you find out that you're breaking your back for a couple of dollars and you need to raise your prices. I'm not trying to compete with Fashion Nova. I'm not trying to compete with Shein. I am a boutique owner and I want to have my own designated customers, and I have been finding them just fine. They find me, I find them. They support me. They enjoy the products. I always try to get a quality product in my shop. And if I find out that something is not as quality as I feel like it should be, after I order it the first time, I don't order it anymore. I remove it from my shop and that's it. And that's just how it goes. I feel like don't change, don't settle for less. Don't let people try to bully you into accepting less than what you feel like you deserve. Because who are they? Nobody. They're nobodies on the internet who are just being annoying, wasting their energy, making you more popular because now people are clicking on your website link, whether they're going to buy or not. That's adding to my traffic. And even if they don't buy that item, they might buy something else from me. So it's just like, thank you, hater. Thank you for bringing more attention to my links because I'm looking at the analytics and you're bringing me business. You didn't stop anything because the people who got the money and who see the value are going to pay regardless. Period. So this went from so many different ways, but I just want to tell you guys from the behind the scenes what it's like to be someone who owns a business, and then also just like when you as a customer click on a link and you see someone who has a small business running and you think that, oh, I could get this shirt from Fashion Nova. Okay, if you're not willing to support that business, just take your money and go. Never have I ever put a gun to somebody's head and said, you better buy this right now. No, I don't do that. Most shops don't. You decide with your money, you look at something, and if you see the value and you feel like it's a good price, you're going to buy it. If you feel like it's not a good price, you're not going to buy it. It's really that simple. So I'm just going to go ahead and end the video here because I do not want to continue to ramble because it really does just grind my gears. And I know that a lot of people don't have money right now or people are struggling. I don't want to seem like I don't care about those people, but it's just like everybody has to make their money somehow. So it's just like, you throwing salt on someone else's hustle, it just looks bitter. It looks bitter, it looks broke, it looks disgusting. Like, find something else to do with your time, start your own business, so then you can dictate the prices as you see fit, but let other people do what they want to do is my bottom line. And if you are a business owner, set your price at what you want to set it at, and always consider all of the other things that you're paying for. You're paying for shipping materials, you're paying for, you know, your own time to promote. So many things go into it. You're paying for shipping costs to get the things to you. You know, you might be paying people to sew custom items for you. All of that stuff goes into what your final price point should be. But yes, go ahead and give me a thumbs up for this video, guys. Also subscribe if you haven't already for more heart-to-heart talks like this. If you just like the vibes, maybe you don't care about anything that I was saying, but you just genuinely enjoy the vibes, just go ahead and subscribe and check me out each time that I post. I talk about different things all the time. And by the way, let me just slide in my plug. So I just added these little cute robe and pajama sets. It's like you can get a robe and the pants. They're now on my site. I just added them literally today. The robe alone is $20 and then the pants are $15. If you want to get the set, obviously add those two numbers together and you see what you get. And check the pinned comment below for my website. You can check me out at melodyrain.com/smoksugarlingerie. And I will see you kitties next time. As always, stay posh and stay cute.